Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Friday, the 15th of March. We begin reading Paul's letter to the Galatians today, and he begins, Paul, an apostle, sent not from men nor by a man, but by Jesus Christ and God the Father, who raised him from the dead, and all the brothers and sisters with me. So Paul, writing to the Galatians, is quite clear he was not representing anyone other than God. And he expands on this a little later, where he says in verse 11, I want you to know, brothers and sisters, that the gospel I preached is not of human origin. I did not receive it from any man, nor was I taught it. Rather, I received it by revelation from Jesus Christ. And we know the story of Paul from Acts, that he was ready to destroy the church, and Jesus appeared to him. And as he writes to the Galatians, he says, I didn't go and then test it with anybody. I went into the wilderness and waited on God, and God revealed this to me. But he didn't just head off on his own direction. And some people have suggested, the New Testament isn't what Jesus taught. It was just what Paul taught. And so quite different to Jesus, who was a much nicer person. There's no biblical grounds for that at all. Because Paul, a little later, then says, after 3 years, I went up to Jerusalem to get acquainted with Cephas, none of the other apostles, but James, the Lord's brother. And he spent time with him and presented them the gospel that he was preaching, and they gave it their approval and said, yes, this is what Jesus was teaching. This is the gospel that we've received as well. And a little later, they agreed that he should go to the Gentiles and they would go to the Jews, because they had the same gospel. And as I was reading that, I thought, it's an encouragement to us because God is in control. He doesn't rely on anybody to make up things or to get things right themselves. He can do what he needs to do. And here we have Paul, inspired by God, revealed the truth revealed to him, taking it to the world. And for us, that's a great encouragement. God can do anything. We trust in him and rely on his presence and his power. Be blessed.